This is Robert Murtalacci, the Mindshare Learning Report, Canada's Learning and Technology magazine. We're here at FETC 2016, and I have the good fortune of having a Mindshare Learning moment with Jake Marcionette, the children's bestseller on the New York Times. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, Jake. First of all, I have to compliment you on your booth display. We're looking for the coolest booth display, and you're at the top of our list. And we discovered that you've been a busy boy besides doing school.
Yes.
How many books have you published so far?
3. My third one, Just Jake Camp Wild Survival, came out actually last week, January 5th.
What inspired this?
Well, I think it came from a place as I've always been writing. My mom used to make me write, and she'd make me and my sister write, and I hated doing it, couldn't stand it. But, I started writing about how I was feeling, and, it really became another way that I can express myself. I started to love doing it. And my first book, Just Jake, #1, it's actually about when the character moves from Florida to Maryland. And I actually moved from Florida to Maryland. It was pretty tough for me, so it was kind of therapeutic to kind of write in my journal.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and it kind of blossomed from there.
And you were 12?
I was 12, yeah.
And how long did it take you to write the book?
It took me about 3 months, maybe a year process to come up with all the ideas.
And so you're doing printed books? Do you do digital books
Printed
too?
books, you can get it as an ebook, a Kindle.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really interesting. I partnered with spellingclassroom.com, and they have novel study guides. So they took my book, and they do all sorts of books, and they take it and they make a whole curriculum out of it. So
Right.
it's really in detail. It has vocabulary, plot charts.
Right.
It's really cool.
And so you're working on another book?
Yes, just definitely. Hopefully, there's more Just Jakes down the line. Working on a spin-off series of some characters in the third book, the Quinlan Quads. Hopefully, they can have their own thing, go on their own adventures.
What about school?
School, I actually go to public virtual school, so it's the SJVS, the Florida Virtual School. So it's basically all the public school curriculum online. I have to call my teachers all the time, but it gives me flexibility to go do motivational speaking, go to conferences. Yeah.
I might want to have you come up to Canada.
Yeah, let's do it.
Have you been to Canada?
I've been to Maine a couple weeks ago. Last month I went
And
to
Maine is right on the border of New
right on the
Brunswick.
border. Yeah, right there.
Did you sneak across the border?
Sneak across the border.
But so are you selling into Canada?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just Jake is definitely all around Canada, all up in Canada. Just Jake series, Amazon, Barnes Noble.
So I was going to ask you, Amazon, Barnes
Yeah.
and Noble.
Books A Million, everywhere. Where books are sold. You find Just Jake.
And so what advice do you have to kids who are kind of bored at school, besides reading your book?
I think it's really just finding about what you love doing, finding your passion. Because if you find your passion, you like doing it, and you can do it more often, you can practice. And I think a lot of kids, you have to know that you're never too young to succeed. You're never too old, you're never too young, and that if you love something, you're passionate, and you're willing to work hard, anything's possible.
Geez, you're inspiring me, and I'm an old guy compared to the young guys that you're talking about. This is awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jake. That was Jake Marcionette of Just Jake.
Of Just Jake, Twitter at Jake Marcionette. You can go check me out, follow me.
My name is Robert Murtalacci, the Mindshare Learning Report. And until next time, keep the learning curve steep.